Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Neurodiverse and Wrestling Assess. I'm your host, John Arroyo, and NXT was just chaotic before Stand and Deliver. We're going to get into it through parking lot brawls to a surprise return to just straight up fire with a tag team gauntlet match. So let's get right into it. We start off NXT with a fatal four-way match to see who will face Ricky Saints as Stand and Deliver. And oh boy, this match was so good. It was a lot of crazy spots, like from everyone turning on Lexis King, that I thought was hilarious, to Wesley just kicking the hell out of everyone, to a multi-man corner suplex that was crazy, having all men out of the ring. And then Ethan Page pushing Eddie Thorpe into Ricky Saints to take Ricky Saints away from commentary. Pretty much this match had everything. But at the end of the day, Ethan Page will be facing Ricky Saints at Stand and Deliver. And I cannot wait because I had a feeling that Ethan Page was going to win. But I love how they showcased the men's division. And we really do have a lot of men's superstars that could be in the mid card and main title picture. So I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of the guys as well. Next, we got a amazing match between Lola Vice and Tatum Paxley for a spot for the North American title women's ladder match. And I would say this match was fun, but we got a lot of character. I love Tatum Paxley, like her whole weird odd girl gimmick, and you really saw that through the way that she was fighting back against Lola Vice with her flips and cartwheels into pins, submission, armbars in the beginning, to Lola Vice using her MMA background to knock the hell out of Tatum, kicking her around the ring and putting her in a headlock. But one of my favorite parts of the match is when Lola Vice knocks out Tatum Paxley to the outside of the ring. And Tatum goes under the ring. And I'm like, okay, is Tatum going to bring out a weapon? What's going on? Gigi Dolan distracts Lola. And Tatum Paxley pulls Lola Vice's arm in between the ring. And I'm like, oh, that must have hurt it. And then back into the ring, Tatum Paxley does some pretty cool moves. Like she does this running side into the corner, but it's reversed. So Lola back is against her. It was really cool. But Lola Vice fights back with combo kicks. Like she did some martial art, like she did that 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 kicks, pretty much kicking Tatum around. Tatum knocks out Lola by pushing her off the top rope, and Tatum tries to do a springboard, but Lola kicks her and then do a running back fist for the win. And I'm gonna say this now, like I really like this. If I love Lola Vice, I love Tatum Paxley, and we really saw how the women's division is so stacked in NXT. And I can't wait to see who's gonna win the North American Women's Champion. But can we move some of these women up? That's just my opinion. Let's go on to the next match. We had a tag team gauntlet match to see who will face Fraxium at Stand and Deliver. And I would say this tag team match was really good. You really get to saw everyone's tag team moves. And the tag team division is so stacked. So we had Hank and Tank go after Wesley's boys. They started the match. They almost beat Hank and Tank, but Hank and Tank was able to defeat them. Next, we had the Cullen. You know, the Cullen and Hank and Tank have some beef. But pretty much Hank and Tank was able to beat the Cullen, and then No Quarter Catch Crew came out. And I thought for a second Hank and Tank was not going to make it because there was a couple spots. But Hank and Tank persevered. And then the last one was Edamora and Josh Briggs. And I thought Josh Briggs and Edamora was going to win. You know, they're the last tag team. Hank and Tank is kind of wear down. They got beaten up. Literally, one of them was bleeding through the mouth. But at the end of the day, Hank and Tank was able to win. And now we're going to get Hank and Tank versus Fraxium at Stand and Deliver. I'm kind of questioning this match because, like, I feel like Josh Briggs or Edamora could have been the tag team. I'm gonna talk about it more in my stand and deliver predictions, but I feel like it's gonna do something. I feel like somebody's gonna interfere. So that's what is for this match. Now on to the next. Then from last week, Stack said it was going to be a parking lot brawl, and boy, did we get a parking lot brawl, okay? Everything was used as a weapon. Chair, crowbars, even people. We got people thrown through tables, people getting thrown through the wall. And at the end of the day, Tony D'Angelo calls the cops. And pretty much, Stacks is maybe going to turn on Tony D'Angelo. But pretty much at Stand and Deliver, we have Dirk State versus The Family. And I love it. I love how this was filmed. It was really like Sopranos. And I love how they're building up this family tension. And I can't wait to see how it blows up at Stand and Deliver. Like, this is the type of stuff I love. Like, the whole feuds, the whole, like, you know, groups versus groups, the factions versus factions. And I can't wait to see how it all blows up. The last match that we got of the night was Carmen Petrovich versus a returning Thea Hale. She was back for gold in mine. This match was straight up fire. It started the match with Carmen and Thea with a major wrestling chain. Back and forth. And then Carmen tries to use her martial arts background, but Thea, she wasn't playing. She had all the punching kicks to attack back, and then a slam. Then she hits a running crossbreaker, then a full backflip into an underhook arm for a win, like an underhook arm. Literally, she underhook arms her and like puts her in an armbar for the win. Like, that was crazy. It really showcased, but I really like how the Brigadier Hale back. You know, like, we thought, like, you know, she could be the youngest women's NXT champion. She never got that. But in my prediction video, I'm going to be talking about my predictions, who's going to win. And I have a feeling like Thea Hale, maybe she's going to win. If not, like, watch the prediction video. I have something in mind. But they have something big planned for Thea Hale, and I cannot wait. I'm a Thea Hale fan. I love me some Chase U, so I can't wait to see what happens. To end the night, we get Trick Williams, Oberfunny, and Javon Evans pretty much calling each other out. Pretty much Trick says that he already knows who the type of person he is. If you see him as the villain, he's the villain. But at the end of the day, he wants his crown. He wants his NXT championship. Oba Femi comes on and says, like, bruh, you need to move up to the main roster. It's Oba Femi. He's the head of NXT. He's the man. He is the head of the table of NXT. And Javon Evans comes out and talks about, like, I am so young and I've been doing all of these accolades. Now, one of the NXT championship will put the icing on the cake. And Trick Williams and Oba Femi is like, boy, sit down. Respect your elders. And Oba literally tells Javon he's a goddamn child. That leads to both of them beating up Javon, throwing him out the ring, and Trick and Oba just keep throwing hands. And Javon comes back in the ring. He gets thrown out again like a child. Try to intervene when the parents are arguing. But then Trick and Oba keep throwing hands, and then Javon knocks them both out. Ended up holding the title to close off the night. And that really builds tension to see where each person's mindset is. And it really showcases what NXT is about. Young, driving, starving talent. And I can't wait for Stand and Deliver. That's pretty much my episode for today, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that like button. And I will see you guys next time.